Hello and welcome to Jason's 2026 birthday surprise. This year, many Valley members have come together to create the Video Game Valley's worst, best joke book ever, featuring over 30 jokes. Prepare to laugh. Ha 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 ha.
How many cows does it take to make a film? At least one. I will not elaborate further. How many films does it take to make a cow? We still don't know. Any research and results thus far have been spotty at best.
What do you call Alex Jones on the moon? An astronaut. How many humans does it take to change a light bulb? 2. It's a 2-man job. Why did the cow cross the road? To get to the movies. What do you call a room you can never enter? A mushroom. Did you hear about the time Charlie Kirk got a huge kink in his neck? He never recovered from it. How many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman? None.
When does a joke become a dad joke? When the punchline becomes apparent. The government of the United States. This is my joke.
How many Jasons does it take to film a cow? I don't know, man. Just film a cow. It's not that hard, really. Don't wait for Jason to accomplish this simple task. Knock knock. Who's there? Yeah. Yahoo. Mommy mia. Knock knock. Who's there? Yeah. Yahoo. Yabba dabba doo.
Paper beats rock. Rock beats scissors. Scissors beats paper. But nothing beats the refreshing ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper.
Why did the man name his dog 5 miles? So he can tell his friends he walks 5 miles every day.
Man goes to heaven and gets a chance to talk to God. The man asks God, "God, how does it feel to be alive for millions of years?" God replies, "For me, my son, a million years goes by in a second." The man thinks on this and decides to ask another question. "So what of all the donations you receive? How much is $1 million to you?" God answers, $1 million is nothing to me. It would be like pennies." The man immediately follows up, "Can I borrow a penny?" "Yeah, in a second."
I just ran here from the zoo, and boy, are my arms tired, said the gorilla. I went fishing the other day, but I forgot to bring a fishing rod. I did manage to catch a tiny fish, though. I had to go mano a minnow. If you aren't supposed to lick the chemistry, then why do so many elements end in yum?
Why did the deer cross the road? I don't know. Why don't you ask the deer their motivations? I'm sure they'd love a chat.
What did the one fish say to the other fish in the tank? How do you drive this thing?
Where do you see yourself in the year 4046? I don't know. I don't have 20/20 vision.
How many cats does it take to remove unwanted curtains? One and a breeze.
How many breezes does it take to remove unwanted cats? Epstein didn't kill himself. What do you get when you mix an orange crayon with white Play-Doh? Orange Play-Doh! Disclaimer. This is a joke I made up as a young child, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. It is not.
A mama tomato and a baby tomato are walking through the park, but the baby tomato fell behind. So the mama tomato turns to the baby tomato and says, "This is why your father left us. Why can't you just act like a man?" I once asked for a drink with no ice, and they put me in a labor camp anyway.
Hey, I came here to chew bubblegum and get the rats out of your attic, and I'm all out of wolf urine. You want some gum? The son of a baker, known for his buns, was wandering the forest when he happened upon a radiant white goat with wings, bathed in a celestial light. All around he could hear bells and angelic voices, so he grabbed a simple rope, fashioned a leash, and took the curious animal home. He arrived as his father was tending to the sundry Easter breads, loading them onto a cart bound for the heart of the village. Immediately, the goat took eating the freshly baked treats. The baker, incensed, yelled at his son, "Don't bother those buns with your holy goat."
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? He's dead. Why did the loaf of bread fall out of the tree? It was stapled to the monkey.
I walked into a restaurant and said, "Hey, I want to eat here." The person at the front said, "Do you have a reservation?" I said, "No, I definitely want to eat here." Video games let me live out my wildest fantasies, like setting a goal for myself and then working hard to achieve it. What do you call a toucan on a bicycle? I'm just curious if there's a specific word you could use for that. Let me know if you know one. If I could meet anyone from history, living or dead, I would choose living. All right, so a priest, a rabbi, an atheist, an Englishman, a Scotsman, an Irishman, a horse, a duck, a rabbit, a deer, a Japanese businessman, every Spice Girl, a cowboy, a mime, a nun, a detective, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, a dog catcher, Barack Obama, Batman, a lumberjack, a clown, a man with no name, a pirate, an alien, Rene Descartes, an archaeologist, a shrimp enthusiast, an anime character, a fluent Hungarian speaker, a person holding a giant fork, Toucan Sam, 13 members of an improv group, a beekeeper, an antique face, a robot cat, 2 mosquitoes on a tandem bicycle who are in love with each other, the Panama Canal, the inventor of bubble wrap, a disgraced astronaut, a guy who's afraid of mangoes, a lawyer, someone who eats puzzle pieces, the month of January, a poker player, the mayor of London, a jazz musician, a golf player, a competitive eater, Steven, a typewriter, a proton, the CEO of Pepsi, an armed robber, someone who just saw the latest Pixar film, 10 million ants in a trench coat, a very angry frog, the abstract concept of time, the Martian rover Opportunity, a man with only one finger, a conspiracy theorist, a former clown, a cab driver, an acrobat, a blind doctor, an unknown number of spiders, a firefighter with a Waluigi tattoo, a guy eating orange custard, a statue of a war general, Pikachu, 0 penguins, someone with a photographic memory, Kermit the Frog's cousin, a Renaissance painter, a bookstore owner, a communist, a wine taster, the land that time forgot, a cube, a bottle of shoe polish, a horticulturist, a skeleton, an innocent man, a worker at a dog leash factory, the Adriatic Sea, the person I wish I was. A glass-bottom boat, an ice statue, a gynecologist, a spelling reform advocate, someone who collects picture frames, a goth butterfly, Scooby-Doo, a squid wrestler, a gay dragon, Paul Wyatt, the silver medal winner in the men's 100-meter backstroke at the 1924 Olympics, a burger, the New World Order, a gallon of milk, a misunderstanding, someone with autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease, an elevator repairs person, the world's oldest baby. Julie Andrews, the state of the state of Rhode Island, a mushroom expert, the sole survivor of the accident, a sister-in-law, a lethal amount of Tylenol, a scarecrow, a scuba diver, a sentient mailman, the Earth's magnetic field, a guy with a free hug sign, a koala, but not literally, a megalithic structure, Taco Tuesday, a dendrogeomorphologist, the knife man, the last muffin ever made, an Egyptian pharaoh, a goblin wearing a goblin mask, patient zero, a pilot, a man holding a glass of water, a cabbage, an expectant mother, the chairman of the State Administration Council, a pool hustler, a cartoonist, a Statue of Liberty, but not the Statue of Liberty, someone holding a bucket of flowers, the author of the Beanie Baby Encyclopedia, a second chance, someone who has never seen the moon, an anagram, a coroner, the easterly winds, women in general, someone on a pogo stick, a nuclear technician, a shadow being, a muppet, an overdue library book, some moss, a captain, a Scorpio, an adjective, the deviant, the thing that crawled inside the tree, a fish scammer, a Minecraft player, a window washer, a pointed rebuttal, the big one, a mathematician, an axe sharpener, an omelet chef, the sound it makes when you drop a screw into a garbage disposal, a guy smoking a cigarette, someone who always lies, a park ranger, a licensed hairstylist, a Viking, the future of entertainment, a vessel, the world record holder for most average height, a monk, an electronic music fan, a gorgeous view, the monster that hides within us all, a corn farmer, an infiltrator, the smell of wax, a train station engineer, $40, an onion salesman, a nation in peril, a brand new wagon with all the bells and whistles, a utilitarian, a crunchwrap supreme, a Sumerian goddess, the barnacle goosemith, a chimney sweep, Dracula, an agoraphobic, the fifth Beatle, a corporate social media manager, Bonnie, but not Clyde, a lifeguard, a mass of flesh, the common cold, Marge Simpson, you. The Virgo supercluster, a 120-man Roman monopoly, a table of contents, a very tall child, an Ayatollah, a method to the madness, Emily Dickinson, the one they call El Diablo Magnifico, a recent divorcee, a syrup taster, the only remaining northern white rhino, a puppeteer, a programmer, a cashier, a Japanese guru kunsi, a barrel maker, an extrovert, an elephant on top of a smaller elephant, a rubber baron, Godzilla, a no smoking sign, a horse of a different color, an incredible coincidence, an eeler, an Interpol agent, a squirrel, but not the cool kind, public outrage, an English speaker who insists on rolling the R in the word burrito, an elderly woman, a prime number, the awful truth, the opposite of a mouse, a dose of reality, a medievalist, A tree, but worse. A feedback loop. Nobody. A whale crier, a person with a pollen allergy, a nudist, a popcorn vendor, a broom squire, a maid, an anti-cow activist, a seemingly normal box, a can opener maintenance guy, an islander, a phlebotomist, the son I always wanted, someone with unclear motives, a barn watcher, a pizza delivery person, 2 fishermen, an enigma, a romance novelist, a war veteran, a tic-tac-toe player, a human soul without a body, a bassoonist, an unpublished manuscript, a dinosaur, a cruciverbalist, a faint feeling of sadness, a storm chaser, a banker, a waitress, a mobster, a vampire, an empiricist. Empiricist? Empiricist. Yeah, the faceless ones. A gamma ray, a JPEG. A breath of fresh air. A snake with centipede legs. A printmaker, a parking lot attendant, someone with a purse made out of leaves, a motorcyclist, the only way out, a mascot, a punk rocker, a facade, the winning team, an unforgivable sin, a trampolinist, an electrician, a disappointment to the community, a chain link fence, an Elvis impersonator, someone who will die tomorrow. Dr. Beans, an opinion, a person not named Olivia, a bug watcher, a remorseful architect. Negative infinity, John Doe, a glazier, a wincher, a book undigitizer. The Strawberry Man, Horace again, a group of groups, a guy who only eats butter, the best it's gonna get. A defendant, a graduate, she who has all the answers, a rhyming couplet, a being of pure energy, a fearful wordsmith, a fashion designer, a lizard, but it doesn't matter which one, an interlude, an Esperantist, a firefighter fighter, a radio host, a jouster, the unimaginable, the soup magician, a criminal, a double agent, a Norwegian, a caretaker, the unknown soldier from the tomb of the unknown soldier, a coarse piece of velvet, my deepest fears, a javelin thrower, an unusual worm, an oligarch, a peace treaty, the master, a diagram of a diorama, Mrs. Claus. The end. Happy birthday, Jason, from everyone in the valley. We love you. Bleh, bleh, bleh.